Hi, everyone. I am excited to talk to you this week about a morning routine, which I know might sound a little unrelated to sleep, but a morning routine can actually help you sleep better at night. And this is because what we do during the day does determine how we sleep. Now, part of the reason why sleep issues have become so common is because of our modern lifestyle. Most of us wake up to an alarm clock, which is totally stressful. And then you just go, go, go all day long, right? You get ready for work. Maybe you get the kids ready for school. You're busy all day long. You don't take many breaks. And you continue that into the evening until it's time to try to sleep. And so when that's happening, if that is your your life each day, then your stress levels are staying really high all day long. And when your cortisol levels are high all day long, it's harder for them to lower at night. And so that's why a morning routine can help you start your day off with less stress and ease into your day in a more relaxed way so that you aren't as stressed all day long. Now, of course, a bedtime routine is important as well to wind down at night, but that is another topic for another day. So, I first got into a morning routine when I read Hal Elrod's book called The Miracle Morning a few years ago. And I've honestly been doing it ever since. So, he recommends waking up early and going through a routine which involves 6 steps, which I will tell you. And he's really focusing on personal development and starting your day off in this very positive and motivating way. And so in October of 2018, I committed to doing a miracle morning every day for 30 days. This is one of the strategies he has for starting a habit, which I love, is that you commit for 30 days. And then your brain can relax a little and not think that, oh, I have to do this forever, because that sounds overwhelming, right? So let's commit for this period of time that's short enough to not freak your brain out, but that's long enough for you to be able to get comfortable with the habit and be able to really assess if it's making a difference in your life. So that's what I did. And it made such a difference in my stress levels, my patience, my outlook on life that I've honestly been doing it ever since. And before I started this, I would literally wake up when my son was a baby and he would be crying. So that was how I started my day. He would cry, I would wake up and start my day in that very stressful way. And this was when I was still having sleep issues too. And so I was trying to get the most sleep that I could and not wake up before he was. So once I started doing this miracle morning, then I started waking up a little bit earlier for my morning routine. Now, Hal used to recommend sacrificing sleep to wake up early, which of course I disagree with. And it's funny that he's changed his tune recently since getting cancer again and finally embracing the importance of sleep. So I don't want you sacrificing sleep for this. And so I'll talk about some ways that you can make this work for you. And so for me, it would work if, I would go to bed at 10, wake up at 6 or 6:30, which is actually still what I do now. And so that I had plenty of time to get the sleep I needed. And at that time, my son was waking up around 7 or 7:30. So then I would have 30 minutes to an hour to myself to to ease into the day and start from this relaxing and motivating place. And so I'm sure you can imagine the difference between jumping out of bed and rushing to take care of my crying son versus waking up a little before he did to relax. And then when he woke up, I would be really excited to see him and feel very calm and relaxed instead of stressed. So there are 6 activities that Hal recommends are part of the Miracle Morning, and he made it into the acronym called SAVERS. So the first S is silence or meditation. The A is for affirmations. The V is for visualization. The E is for exercise. The R is for reading. And the last S is for scribing or journaling. Now, I don't want you to get overwhelmed and think that you have to do all of these things because I don't. I've made my own version of this routine. And I do a lot of what Hal recommends, but I've adapted it to work for me, and you can do this too. And so now this actually looks different for me because my son is older and he has to get up earlier to go to school on time. And so I get him off to school and then I do my morning routine before I start working. And for me, it looks like I meditate for 10 minutes and I take the first couple of minutes um, to become aware of all of my senses and really be in that moment. And then I breathe in gratitude and then I breathe out love. And I imagine it kind of circling over the entire earth. You do not have to do that, but that is what I found is really inspiring for me. But any kind of focus on the breath or doing a guided meditation is just as beneficial. And then at about the 10-minute mark, I do my visualization. So I have some goals. And so I visualize myself taking the steps to achieve those goals and how it would feel once I've achieved those goals. And that's really key to visualization is having that feeling. And then I get up and I write in my gratitude journal. I write my affirmation for the day. And then I do some self-coaching using the model, which I share with my clients. It's a life coaching tool that I found very helpful for changing your thoughts. And then that's it. So it's really about 20 minutes. And I exercise in the afternoon usually. I read before bed or in the evening. So I'm not trying to fit all 6 of those things into that hour. I do what works for me, and you can too. And doing these things in the morning has literally changed my life. I mean, since I started doing this, I've become much more positive. I'm grateful. I'm much more motivated and inspired to keep doing the work that I'm doing, which is helping people sleep and be healthy. And it's also made me feel less stressed during the day so that I sleep better at night. Now, you also don't have to do this every day. I tend to just do this on the weekdays, on my work days, and I don't necessarily do it on the weekends. Unless I'm feeling anxious or something like that, then I find that meditation can really help with that. And sometimes on the weekdays, or if my son's out of school, then I don't get to it. And as long as I feel fine, it's not a big deal. So it doesn't have to be, again, this everyday thing forever. You can make it work for you. And yeah, so I hope that this motivates you to start your own morning routine, even taking just 10 minutes, 5 minutes. Hal also has a 6-minute routine where you do each thing for 1 minute. So that is also possible as well. And that can make a really big difference. Even not checking your phone first thing in the morning can make a really big difference. So again, keeping your stress levels low first thing in the morning is going to set you up for lower stress throughout the day, which can make a really big difference in your sleep at night. One of my clients who I worked with a few years ago actually said that implementing a morning routine made the biggest difference for her in her sleep. And she got off sleeping pills while we were working together. So this definitely works. I'd love for you to try it out and let me know how it works for you. All right. Thanks for listening. I will talk to you next time.